Hello everyone, welcome to our channel Sheer Experience. In the last video, we have solved 4 problems in Bills of Exchange chapter, and in today's video, we are going to solve question number 29 and 32 in Bills of Exchange chapter from T.S. Grewal textbook. These problems are related to renewal of the bill and retiring of the bill. Our first question is, on 1st June 2019, A sold goods to B for 250. B gave to A his acceptance payable 1 month after date. Before maturity, B requests A to renew it, which A does adding 10 to the new bill for interest. Make the necessary journal entries to record these transactions in the books of both A and B. Here in the question, it says on 1st June 2019, A sold goods to B for 250. This means A is the drawer and B is the drawee. They have asked us to record the transactions in the books of both A and B. First entry for credit sales in A's journal is B debtor to sales account. Amount is 250. In B's book, since B is purchasing from A, the entry is purchase account debtor to A. In the question it says, B gave to A his acceptance payable 1 month after date. In A's book, acceptance entry is bills receivable account debtor to B. We all know that bills receivables are assets. Asset is increasing, so we debit it. B is our debtor. Here asset is decreasing, so we credit it. In B's book, the entry is A debtor to bills payable account. We know that bills payable is a liability. Whenever liability increases, we credit it. And A is our creditor. Here liability is decreasing, so we debit it. In the question it says, before maturity, B requests A to renew it. That means A has to cancel the old bill and create a new bill. According to this problem, we need to record 3 entries in both A and B books. First journal will be cancellation journal. Second journal is for interest charges. Third journal is for new bill. If at all drawer is adding interest charges to the new bill, then only we have to record the entry for interest charges. Otherwise, we don't need to record this entry. We record just the cancellation entry and the new bill entry. I'll tell you one more situation here. If the drawer has received any part payment from the drawee, then we need to record one more entry for this in both the books. That is, cash or bank account debtor to drawee account in drawer books. In drawee books, the entry will be drawer debtor to cash or bank account. In the question, the bill period is 1 month after date and the sale date is 1st June 2019. The due date will be July 4th. That is 1 month from June 1st and 3 days grace period. Entry in A's book is B debtor to bills receivable account. This entry is the cancellation entry. When the acceptance is received, we debit to bills receivable account and credit to debtor. That is B. Now when the bill is cancelled, we need to reverse the entry. That is B debtor to bills receivable account. Amount is 250. Entry in B's book is bills payable account debtor to A. Here also we are reversing the previous journal. Next in the question it says A does adding 10 to the new bill for interest. This means A agreed to create a new bill cancelling the old bill, but he is charging 10 rupees as interest. So the journal entry when the interest is charged is drawee debtor to interest account in drawer books. Here our drawee is B. So B debtor to interest account. Amount is 10. Interest is an extra income for A. So whenever income increases, we credit it. and we are receiving interest from B. So we debit it. Entry in B's book is interest account debtor to A. Here B is paying the interest to A. So interest is an expense for B. So we debit it and the interest is paid to A. So we credit A. Now our next journal is new bill entry. In A's book, the entry is bills receivable account debtor to B. This entry is same as the first entry when the acceptance was received from B. But that time the amount was 250. Now it is 260. Adding the interest charges 10 to the bill amount. In B's books, A debtor to bills payable account. Here also it is same as the first entry when B accepted the bill. Our next question is A owed B 400. A accepted a bill of exchange at 3 months for this amount which B discounted for 380. Give the necessary journal entries in the books of A and B if this bill is dishonored on the due date, met at maturity and retired under rebate at 6% per annum 2 months before its maturity. In the question it says A owed B 400. This means A has to pay the bill amount to B. So A becomes the drawee and B becomes the drawer. We need to record the journal entries in both A and B books. Our first entry is the acceptance entry. In drawer's books, that is B book, bills receivable account debtor to A. Amount is 400. In drawee's books, that is in A's book, the entry is B debtor to bills payable account. Amount is 400. In the question it says B discounted the bill for 380. Usually the discounting charges or the discount percentage will be given in the question. But here discounted amount is directly given in the question, that is 380. Total bill value is 400 and the discounted value is 380. So discounting charges is 20, that is 400 minus 380. The entry in B's book is bank account debtor, discounting charges account debtor to bills receivable account. Amount for bank account is 380. Discounting charges is 20 and the bills receivable amount is 400. There won't be any entry in A's book because A is not involved in this transaction and he will pay the bill amount on the due date. Also in the problem they have given 3 scenarios and we need to record the entries for these 3 scenarios. Our first scenario is dishonored on the due date. In the previous video we have already discussed that when the bill is dishonored we need to reverse the entry. We need to reverse the acceptance entry. But here the bill is discounted with the bank by the drawer B. So instead of crediting to bills receivable account, we need to credit to bank account because B has discounted the bill and now the bill is dishonored. So B has to return the bill amount back to bank and later he will collect the amount from A. Whatever entries we have made till discounting of the bill remains as it is and we need to consider the different scenarios after the bill is discounted and make the entries in both A and B's book. So the entry in B's book is A debtor to bank account. Amount is 400. The entry in A's book is bills payable account debtor to B. Here also we are reversing the previous bills payable entry. Our second scenario is bill met at maturity, which means A paid the bill amount to B on the due date. There won't be any entry in B's book because B has already discounted the bill with the bank. Now A paid the bill amount to bank. So entry in A's book is bills payable account debtor to bank account. Amount is 400. Our next scenario is retired under rebate at 6% per annum 2 months before its maturity. Retiring the bill means whenever the drawee has sufficient funds to repay the bill amount, he can pay it before the due date. In this scenario, A has paid the bill amount 2 months before the maturity or due date. In this case, B has given the rebate at 6% per annum. Rebate is nothing but a discount given by B to A. So whatever bill amount A has to pay to B, he will deduct 6% from the bill amount and pay the rest. So after 6% rebate, the amount is 396. 6% on 400 is 24. Here A is paying the bill amount before 2 months. So he will get the discount of 6% only for 2 months. So the rebate amount for 2 months is 4 rupees. There won't be any entry in the B's book because B has already discounted the bill with bank. So A has to pay the amount to bank directly. So the entry in A's book is bills payable account debtor to rebate account to bank account. Amount for bills payable is 400, to rebate is 4 and for bank account it is 396. Hope you guys have understood the explanation. If you guys have any questions related to these two problems, please don't hesitate to post in the comment section below. And if you guys like the explanation or if you guys think this video is helpful to you guys, do not forget to click on the subscribe button. Thanks a lot for watching this video.